Once upon a time, in a lush meadow surrounded by towering oak trees and rolling hills dotted with wildflowers, there lived a mother duck named Daisy. She was known throughout the forest as one of the wisest and bravest ducks around. Her 5 fluffy ducklings, Pip, Pop, Puddle, Splash, and Quack, were growing fast and eager to explore the world beyond their cozy nest. One sunny morning, Mother Duck announced, "Today is the day you'll learn to swim. We're going to the Great Silver Lake." The ducklings quacked with excitement, bouncing up and down on their webbed feet. They had heard stories about the lake. It was said to shimmer like diamonds under the sun and teem with fish that darted through its crystal clear waters. But what they didn't know was that the lake also held secrets and dangers. As the little family waddled along the grassy path, Pip, the smallest but boldest of the ducklings, asked, "Mama, will we see any other animals at the lake?" Mother Duck paused for a moment, her sharp eyes scanning the woods around them. "Yes, my dear," she replied thoughtfully. "There are many creatures who live near the lake. Most are friendly, but some, well, let's just say it's important to stay alert." Unbeknownst to them, a pair of yellow eyes watched from the shadows. Fang, the sly gray wolf, had been lurking nearby, his stomach rumbling with hunger. He had heard tales of Daisy's cleverness, but dismissed them as mere gossip. After all, how could a simple duck outwit him? "They look so small and tasty," Fang muttered to himself, his lips curling into a wicked grin. 5 plump ducklings will make an excellent feast." When they finally arrived at the Great Silver Lake, the ducklings gasped in awe. The water stretched endlessly before them, reflecting the bright blue sky above. Reeds swayed gently in the breeze, and dragonflies zipped across the surface like tiny acrobats. "All right, my darlings," Mother Duck began, turning to face her babies. "Swimming takes practice. Stay close to me, paddle steadily, and don't venture too far from the shore." One by one, the ducklings tiptoed into the cool water. At first, their movements were clumsy. Puddle flailed wildly, splashing poor Pop in the face, but soon they started to get the hang of it. Splash paddled confidently, while Quack discovered he could glide effortlessly on the water's surface. Even shy Puddle found her rhythm after a few tries. But just as the ducklings were beginning to enjoy themselves, Fang emerged silently from the reeds. His shadow loomed over the water as he crouched low, ready to pounce. "Aha!" he growled, leaping forward. "Time for lunch." The ducklings squawked in terror, scrambling back toward their mother. But instead of panicking, Mother Duck stood tall, spreading her wings protectively over her babies. "Not today, Fang," she declared firmly. "You won't harm my children." Fang snarled, circling the edge of the water. "You can't stop me forever, Daisy. Those ducklings will make a fine meal." Thinking quickly, Mother Duck nudged her babies closer together. "Listen carefully," she whispered. "Follow my lead and we'll outsmart him." With that, she began quacking loudly and flapping her wings, drawing Fang's attention away from the ducklings. "Over here, you mangy wolf! Try catching me!" Enraged, Fang lunged after her, thrashing through the shallow water. Meanwhile, the clever ducklings huddled together, following their mother's earlier instructions. Pip spotted a hollow log floating near the shore and chirped, "Quick, everyone, let's hide inside." One by one, the ducklings climbed into the log, peeking out cautiously as Fang chased Mother Duck farther from the shore. When the wolf finally realized he'd been tricked, he spun around furiously, but the ducklings were nowhere to be seen. "No matter," Fang muttered. "I'll wait until they come out again." But Mother Duck had another plan. She swam swiftly back to the log and guided her babies deeper into the lake, where the water was too deep for Fang to follow. Together, they paddled across the shimmering surface, leaving the frustrated wolf fuming on the shore. "You win this time, Daisy," Fang growled. "But I'll be back." Though the ducklings were safe for now, their adventure was far from over. As they explored the deeper parts of the lake, they stumbled upon something strange, a hidden cave carved into the rocky cliffs that bordered the water. Curious, Pip swam closer and peered inside. "Look," he exclaimed, "there's something glowing in there." The ducklings exchanged nervous glances. Even Mother Duck hesitated, sensing that the cave might hold more danger than wonder. But curiosity got the better of them, and they decided to investigate. Inside the cave, they found a treasure trove of shiny objects, gold coins, sparkling jewels, and polished stones. It was breathtaking, but as they marveled at the sight, a deep voice echoed through the cavern. "Who dares enter my lair?" roared a massive snapping turtle named Snarl. His shell glistened with algae, and his jaws snapped menacingly. The ducklings froze in fear, but Mother Duck stepped forward bravely. "We mean no harm," she said calmly. "We only wanted to see the beautiful things inside your home." Snarl narrowed his beady eyes. "Beautiful? These trinkets are mine. Leave now, or I'll add you to my collection." Thinking quickly, Mother Duck noticed a crack in the ceiling of the cave where sunlight streamed in. "Children, swim toward the light," she commanded. "I'll distract him." While Snarl focused on chasing Mother Duck, the ducklings paddled frantically toward the opening. Just as Snarl lunged at Mother Duck, she slipped past him and joined her babies outside the cave. "You're lucky I'm feeling generous today," Snarl grumbled, retreating back into the shadows. Exhausted but exhilarated, the ducklings returned to the safety of the shallows. But Fang hadn't given up yet. He had followed them to the cliffs and was waiting patiently for the perfect moment to strike. This time, however, the ducklings were ready. Using teamwork, they lured Fang onto a patch of slippery rocks near the shore. As the wolf struggled to keep his footing, Mother Duck led her babies in a coordinated attack, splashing water into Fang's face until he lost his balance and tumbled into the lake. Sputtering and soaked, Fang scrambled back to the shore. "Curse you, Daisy," he barked. "I'll never catch those clever ducks." With a triumphant quack, Mother Duck gathered her babies close. "Well done, my brave little ones. You proved that even the smallest among us can overcome great challenges when we work together." As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, the ducklings nestled against their mother, safe and sound. Though their first trip to the lake had been filled with danger and excitement, they had learned valuable lessons about bravery, teamwork, and trusting each other. And though Fang continued to prowl the woods and Snarl guarded his treasure in the depths of the lake, the ducklings knew they could face anything as long as they stayed together. Under the golden glow of the evening stars, the brave little ducklings drifted off to sleep, dreaming of all the adventures still waiting for them.